What is up everybody, AJ here, back again with another video. So, I'll be checking out the special program for Zenless Zone Zero version 1.6. So, let's not waste any more time and check out the special program for Zenless Zone Zero version 1.6.
Oh no, I'm gonna be late. Why is this camp so confusing? Huh? Is that the sound of a harmonica I hear? Could this be the place?
Mr. Z, over here.
Hello, proxies. Welcome to the Zenless Zone Zero special program. As you know, I'm one of the hottest and best, one of the best intel brokers in New Eridu,
Mr. Z.
And joining us today are these two,
Relax, Mr. Z. Your heart's racing.
Huh? How could you tell? So sorry, Miss Trigger. It's just, this is my first time being in the same room with the soldier of the Defense Force. So I'm feeling a little nervous.
That's okay. I can take it from here. Hello, proxies. I'm Trigger from the new Eridu Defense Force. Position, Sniper with Oval Squad.
Hello, everyone. I'm Anby from the Cunning Hairs. Position, official member.
There's no strict format for the introductions or anything, but anyway, welcome! Now, without further ado, let's get started!
I saw my squadmates buried in the rubble. I'm not sure how I survived. But now, I'll bring this to an end with my own hands.
Anby backstory.
Dying in place of Soldier 11 was my duty.
You are...
It's been a long time. I'm Anby, captain of Silver Squad.
Your friend's beyond saving, Sniper. Silver Company's revival is imminent. No one can stop it.
This isn't right. If they truly wanted to secretly revive this technology, they wouldn't need to go through so much trouble.
We are sisters, in a way. Please,
they confirmed it.
help me. I don't want to
They confirmed that Anby and Soldier 11
are
are sisters. Damn! Will Anby's got the moves, not gonna lie.
Mistake they made us to be. Silver Company's legacy ends with me.
The Exaltus are plotting an attack. If they succeed,
Exaltus.
all of us will.
The Departed didn't leave us wounded, or with a heavy cross to bear, but with a melody. Let the wind be the opening notes. I've got your back. Leave it to me.
Cool.
As a sniper, you have failed in your duty. Fear, suffering, despair.
Enjoy. This is not exactly new Eridu tech.
Stay alert. Sacrifice might wake up soon.
The world was never fair to begin with!
You honestly believe you stand a chance against all of Tops?
If the world's destined to be destroyed, if the ending could be rewritten, what would you be willing to give up?
Oh, we are being introduced to new villains.
Welcome back!
Huh.
Now, Miss Trigger, as a powerful military force, what specific roles does the NEDF play in the city's development?
The Defense Force has three main responsibilities: deterring external threats, containing hollows, and expanding into new territory.
That's a nice way to put it, but in reality, they mostly just resort to violence.
That's a little blunt, Miss Anby.
It's all right. She's not wrong. To ensure the safety of the city, there are times when force is the only option. For example, when a hollow grows too unstable for hand to manage, the Defense Force will mobilize a strike team to swiftly suppress it. Armed with heavy
Her belly
weaponry and
button
superior
is
firepower,
visible.
they'll exterminate any living creature inside the
Unlike
hollow
a
until they successfully suppress
certain
the hollow
character
and
in
neutralize its
Genshin.
threat.
Sounds kind of brutal. It's hard to imagine you
But
being
then
involved,
again,
Miss Trigger. You seem so
Genji
gentle,
could never.
especially when you played the harmonica just now.
That tune was very pleasant to the ears. It makes me think of some beautiful
And as a matter of fact, right, a few days ago,
Thanks for the compliment. I've heard a similar
I
comment from a
jumped right
squad
back
mate
into
before.
Genshin
Does this
for a
tune
brief
hold a special
moment.
meaning for you,
Simply, I
Mr.
want to
Trigger?
check out
My former squad leader taught me this
the
melody.
bathhouse
It's called
scene where
Homecoming.
Raiden is involved,
It's a
and
piece
oh
I
my
know by
gosh.
heart.
Your former squad?
Bad memories
Yes.
of me playing that game.
Before the old
I've
capital
been
fell,
I've been flashed
I was
into my
once a member
face.
of Crystal Barrel Division's
And once I'm
Lawyer
done with
squad.
that
Oh, so was it
with
due
that
to a mission with your
time
previous squad that your
limited
eyes,
story
It's okay, Mr.
event,
Z. I don't mind talking about
I
it.
immediately
Indeed,
uninstalled the game
my eyes were corrupted
again.
by an ethereal's ether
And I don't think
during
I'll be
mission.
touching that game
As a result,
ever again.
I lost most of my eyesight.
Cause
But new abilities
jeez,
were also awakened because of it.
it's just
In
another
addition,
Yet Fest.
Losing my sight heightened my other
It's
senses.
just another
I can pick
typical
up the faintest
Genshin Yet
sounds,
Fest.
smells, and
Until
vibrations.
this
No
day,
wonder she could tell how nervous
they
I was.
haven't
I heard
fixed
that
the
too.
goddamn lip
Well,
sync.
word also has it that when the Phaethon siblings just started out as proxies, they accepted a mysterious commission
Disappointed.
which got them into some serious trouble alongside
Utterly
a blindfolded
disappointed.
girl. Was that you, Miss Trigger?
That is indeed the case. My history with the proxy Phaethon goes back further than you might think. For more details, be sure to check out the agent story, Out of Sight.
Regardless of her past, the trigger in front of us today
Oh,
is part
okay,
of a new
Agent is
squad
getting
now.
her
She
her
remains
own
a
trigger.
reliable and decisive sniper
Trigger's
on the
getting her own
battlefield.
agent story.
That's true.
Cool.
Miss Trigger, anything you can give us on Noble Squad?
Of course. Currently, Obel Squad operates under the military's Obsidian Division. Most of us came together after surviving the fall of the old capital. We share a common goal: to find the true culprit responsible for that catastrophe.
I see. Can you tell us a little more about your squad mates too?
I'm sorry, but I can't disclose any more information on my squad mates for the moment. You'll just have to wait and see. However, I believe everyone is already familiar with one of our members. She did not experience the fall of the old capital, nor is she intending to uncover the truth behind it. And that is the last member to join our squad, Soldier 11.
Speaking
Ah.
of Miss Soldier 11, I have a question I've been dying to ask. And I'm
Speaking
sure
of which,
every
I did
proxy out there has
have I do
also been
have
wondering
Soldier
about the
11 right
answer.
now.
I gotta ask now.
I lost the
Miss Andy,
50-50 while I was
why do
playing
you
for
and Miss
Evelyn, but
Soldier
I lost
11
it to
look
Soldier
so
11,
similar?
so cool.
That's because we're sisters.
What? Wait, you mean you are
There.
blood-related sisters, like same parents?
Zenless
and
has
all?
already
Then are
double
you too
confirmed
close?
that
Well,
MB
we're
and
not sisters in the
Soldier
typical
11 are
sense.
sisters.
It's a long story. Before I joined the Cunning Hares, Soldier 11 and I were part of the Obsidian Division Silver Squad, and I was her squad leader.
Ah.
So you were a soldier once and a commanding officer, no less.
There. Now you know my secret. And do you know what happens in movies when someone knows too much?
Wait, what are you gonna do to me? Please don't joke around like that, Miss Amby.
Mr. Z, your heart is racing again.
Back on track. Is this silver outfit you're wearing today connected to Silver Squad, Miss Amby?
Yes. This is my old Silver Squad uniform. Soldier 11's caught up in some trouble and has gone missing. Trigger and I are both worried about her, so we've joined forces on this mission. What started as a search and rescue ends up revealing a deep conspiracy, one that ties into my past, the secrets of Silver Company, and the history between Soldier 11 and me.
Although
Good,
Andy is pretty
good.
quiet most of the time,
More
I
backstory
can
on
tell that
Soldier
she really
11
cares
and
about
MB.
Soldier 11. To put an end to the hidden crisis once and for all, Amby had to embrace her past and put on this uniform again.
Yep. Just like how action movie heroes always get a brand new outfit after their big awakening. Billy loves that trope.
That's certainly an interesting analogy. Whatever the case,
Echoes
it
of
seems
Silver.
that Soldier 11's disappearance is just the beginning of many untold stories. So, if proxies want to find out more, then make sure to play the agent story, Echoes
Oh,
of
it's
Silver,
another agent
to
story.
uncover the truth. Miss Amby, careful with that burger. You're gonna stay in your uniform. There's no way Silver Squad could be sloppy like this when battling enemies, right?
Let the girl eat in peace. That said, it's about time we show the proxies how we fight on the battlefield.
Mm-hmm. Wearing this uniform again brings back memories of the battlefield.
In that
So
case,
we're starting
let's
things
start
off
with Miss
with
Amby.
Soldier Zero
Soldier
MB.
Zero Amby is an electric attribute attack agent who uses dual swords in combat. Ambi will mark enemies she hits, and her attacks will charge and activate these marks, stacking up to 3
I see the
times.
mark.
After
Yes.
they are activated, press special attack, and Ambi will dash through the enemy with a powerful
Damn,
slash,
she's fast
dealing
AF.
electric damage while consuming a mark. Each mark consumed will trigger an extra instance of damage. This damage will be counted as aftershock attack damage.
She's
With
probably
enough
as fast
energy,
as
hold the
Miyabi,
special
as a
attack
matter of
button,
fact.
and Ambi will throw her dual swords, unleashing Sundering Bolt. 3 stacks of marks will be applied to the enemy hit.
As expected of
Come
the
to
captain
think
of
of it, do
Silver
I have
Squad,
any
no
characters?
matter how many times I see it, your combat style never
There
fails to
is
impress.
electric.
As the former captain of Silver Squad,
Electric
Soldier
Element
Zero
main
Ambi
BTS?
excels at fighting as a unit with her
Because
teammates.
Yanagi is
By
on
locking
is
onto
on
a
the same team
target,
as
not
Miyabi, so
only
I
does
don't.
Ambi's own damage
I do have
against them
Anton,
increase,
but
that target also takes increased
he's
crit
kinda
damage
slow,
from
not gonna lie.
aftershocks. If there's a stun or support character in the squad, the aftershock damage against this
If
target
Ambi
will further increase.
Lock onto the enemy.
deals
wear
about
them
the same
down,
amount
and
of
when the time
damage
is
as
right,
Miyabi,
deliver the final blow.
and is
That's
as fast
the
as
core of my
Miyabi,
combat
then
instincts.
In
sure,
combat,
I'll pull
hold
for her.
special attack, and Ambi will instantly inflict 3 stacks of activated marks on the enemy. Then, press special attack to unleash Azure Flash, and quickly deal massive electric damage. Once you have enough decibels, press ultimate to have Ambi execute powerful slashes against enemies in a large area ahead, dealing massive
Cool.
electric damage while once again applying 3 stacks of
But not as good
activated
as
marks.
Miyabi's Judgment
Then,
Cut and
unleash another Azure
just
Flash
saying.
to finish the rotation. In addition, by launching 3 consecutive Azure Flashes, Ambi will summon an extra lightning bolt to strike enemies.
Your instincts are the reflexes that separate life from death. After fighting alongside you, I finally understood why Soldier 11 tries to follow in your footsteps.
There was a time when I fought to destroy every enemy in my path. But now, I'll use my strength to fight for what really matters.
By the way, that agile figure we just saw is actually Miss Pokora. After leaving Pompey's gang,
Yeah, I do
she
know
joined
about
the
this as
Sons of
well.
Caledon, and is now working under Caesar.
Jumping ship to another faction? That's a mercenary for you.
Even among mercenaries, Miss Pokora is a force to be reckoned with. As a physical attribute stun agent, Pokora
Physical
excels in
attribute stun
aftershock
agent,
attacks,
okay.
coordinating with her teammates to hunt down enemies. With enough energy, press special attack to have Pokora enter the Hunter's Gate state, increasing her days dealt. When switching off field while under Hunter's Gate, the state will persist until Pokora switches in again. During this time, if the on-field agent hits an enemy with a special attack or EX special attack, Pokora will target that enemy, and any damage dealt to the target thereafter may trigger follow-up attacks from Pokora. If she doesn't have enough energy, or while Pokora isn't on the field, she can also enter Hunter's Gate via an evasive assist.
A
Cool.
truly skilled mercenary is able to swiftly adapt to any situation on the battlefield and work together with their team.
Last but not least, let's talk
Trigger.
about Obo Squad's ace
Part of the
sniper,
Obo Squad.
Miss Trigger. As an electric stun agent, Miss Trigger works best giving her team supporting firepower from the flanks. Hold basic attack to activate her scope, and Trigger will enter her sniper
Huh?
stance, firing continuous shots ahead and accumulating purge. While in sniper mode, use directional movement to adjust your ambush location and dodge enemy attacks. Upon releasing the basic attack button,
Huh?
Trigger will retract to her setup and launch a final move, triggering a quick assist for a teammate to enter the field. After all, it's at the back where Trigger, with sufficient purge, truly excels.
Well, that was
When on-field
unexpected.
squadmates' basic attacks, special attacks, quick assists, and other skills hit enemies, Trigger will consume a certain amount of purge to snipe the enemy.
And it's interesting
with an
that they
aftershock
pair
attack.
Trigger
The main attack is an
with
EX
Soldier
special
11.
attack, ultimate, or other similarly
Interesting.
powerful move. Trigger will also provide stronger supporting firepower. Apart from dealing a significant amount of days, her supporting attack will also have a relatively high interrupt level. Of course, it also consumes more purge. Also note that when Trigger's aftershocks hit enemies, they'll reveal enemy weaknesses, allowing the squads to deal increased damage.
With the help of my enhanced senses, my bullets can always hit the enemy's weak spot.
Yup, that's not all. With her EX special attack, not only can Miss Trigger deal massive electric damage to enemies, she can also enter coordinated support. During coordinated support, when any attack from a squadmate hits an enemy, it will trigger an aftershock attack from Trigger without consuming any purge. Upon reaching the maximum duration or activation count, trigger exits coordinated support. With enough decibels, press your ultimate and trigger will release a charged shot against the enemies in a large area ahead, dealing massive electric damage and entering coordinated support.
Having trigger covering my 6 makes me feel at ease.
Next, let's take a look at Miss Trigger skills in combat. Hold the basic attack button and Miss Trigger enters sniper mode and unleashes her finishing move before bringing a squad mate in with quick assist. Miss Trigger flanks the enemy and exposes their weaknesses, working with her team to launch an offensive. Unleashing her ultimate, Miss Trigger enters coordinated support, providing high-frequency fire support for her squad. She rapidly stuns enemies, creating space for her teammates.
I always give it my
Cool.
all. Be it when I'm covering my squad or fighting alone.
I'm glad that Soldier 11 has a reliable teammate like you. I finished my burger, Mr. Z. We should do the big reveal.
Right.
Big reveal.
Now let's take a look at the long-awaited signal search details.
Starting
In the
things
first
off with
half of
Soldier Zero
1.6,
and B.
proxies can obtain limited S-rank
Got
agent
it.
Soldier Zero and B, and S-rank W engine Severed Innocence through the exclusive channel Electric Reflection and W engine channel.
I'm
Desert
out of
Salah.
resources
The
though.
corresponding channels will also have boosted race for the new A-rank agent Pokra and A-rank W engine Box Cutter.
I'll be fighting alongside you all with my new look, Proxies.
Aye.
In the second half, the spotlight will go to Miss Trigger.
As
Can
expected.
obtain limited S-rank agent Trigger
Since they
and
introduced,
S-rank W
NB
engine
as the new
Spectral
character
Gaze
first.
through the exclusive channel Sights of Asphodel and W engine channel Dazzling Chorus.
Leave the range support to me.
In addition, previous limited agents and W engines will also rerun.
I already have
1.6.
Bernice, so I'm
In the
cool.
first half, proxies can obtain S-rank agent Bernice.
I
and
I
W
even
engine
have
Flamemaker
her
Shaker
W
from
engine
your
as well,
channels.
so
In the
yeah, I'm
second
cool.
half, it'll be S-rank agent Zhuyan
Oh,
and W engine
Zhuyan?
Riot Suppressor Mark 6.
Yeah, that's right.
We also have new check-in events for 1.6.
Wow, they
where
already
proxies can obtain a
already
total of
revealing the
10
check-ins
encrypted
without
master tapes
hesitation.
and 10
Damn.
coupons. Don't forget to claim them. Also, proxies can obtain new avatars in version 1.6. Take a look. After the update, proxies can unlock Trigger and Pokra's trust and invite them to hang out after meeting the requirements.
When I'm off duty, I'm more than happy to spend time with you, Proxy.
Soldier Zero Ambi, on the other hand, has no individual trust events. After all, Soldier Zero Ambi might be the Ambi of the past, but she's still Ambi.
Yep.
Makes sense.
Therefore, Soldier Zero Ambi will share trust with Ambi, and rewards will be unlocked for them in sync. In addition, Soldier 11's 4th trust level will be available this version. Next,
Cool.
let's take a look at the new dynamic wallpapers you can unlock.
Oh, so now we can unlock Soldier 11's dynamic wallpaper, and of course, along with Soldier Zero and NB as well, and of course some Trigger. Cool. Interesting, as a matter of fact. Alright, and let's not forget about Pokemon as well.
We certainly got a lot of info today. I should be able to make a fortune with this intel.
Mr. Z.
Nothing. You two must have other things you have to attend to, and I'll need to head back to organize all this information I've received today. Here's a small token
We're
of
not done yet,
appreciation
though.
for you two and all our proxies.
Oh? Is it finally redemption code time?
Is it enough to buy me some burgers?
Don't worry, it's more than enough.
So, Soldier Zero NB is the redemption code. Got it. Hold on. Soldier Zero NB. There. What?
Hi there, proxies. Welcome back to the Zenless Zone Zero version 1.6 special program. Lady Meow, it's time to wake up. You won't believe the
Lady
military
Meow.
secrets I've managed to snag this time. I'll surely make a killing.
You'll make what? Oh, did someone name a price? Did the auction start already?
Huh? What auction?
Oh, you haven't heard? There's a major auction coming up, and all the most elite members of New Eridu will be in attendance. People
Auction?
from all different factions are gearing up for it.
Is there something extraordinary up for grabs or what?
Absolutely. Get this. Rumor has it, one of the items is linked to secrets behind the sacrifice. Specifically, the sacrifice
Okay,
that
I'm seeing new
Proxies took down at
characters
the
beside
construction
Wise.
Sounds
2 of them as a matter of
suspicious.
fact.
Now
But I wonder,
you're
are they gonna be
catching on.
allies or are they gonna
So,
be
in the
villains?
main story
That
of
will be
version
my question.
1.6, Proxies will be commissioned to participate in
Oh, the main
auction
story for version
and
1.6?
secure that suspicious item.
Our proxies do have plenty of
Main
experience
story
with
season
holo
1
commissions, but
epilogue.
bidding in a high society
Bury your
auction?
tears
Is
with
that
the past.
Really feasible? After all, even just paying electricity bills for the video store can be a stretch.
It'll be fine. The person behind this commission is quite powerful. He is none other than the true benefactor of Victoria Housekeeping, the mayor of New Eridu. So, finances should be the least of
okay.
our proxies' concerns.
Wow, that's a serious backer. This could be a real turning point for proxies.
On top of that, with the mayor's help, proxies will regain some of their original powers.
Huh?
This is all part of this new story.
Sounds like we've got this auction in the bag.
Not necessarily. As I mentioned before, it's going to be a battleground for different factions. Apart from our proxies and their employer, some famed families from Tops, and even New Eridu's most infamous Phantom Thief Syndicate, Mockingbird, will all be in attendance.
Oh,
Mockingbird?
the new
I've heard of
villains.
them. They keep the city's elites on their toes. Though they're a gang of thieves, they have their own set of values
New,
with which
new
they operate
villains
by.
for Zenless, I
Exactly.
guess?
So in this chaotic mix, friend or foe no longer matters, as allegiances can shift in an instant. Alongside some familiar faces, there are some newcomers you may want to check out, such as the collector who's giving proxies an auction invite, Hugo.
Oh, I've heard gossip that this charming blonde has a complicated past with Mr. Lycon from Victoria Housekeeping. They did some real crazy stuff together before, but then, for some reason, they split up and are now enemies.
Apart from Hugo, proxies will also encounter a mysterious young lady at the auction, Miss Vivian. She's
Vivian.
regal and elegant, but talks in
Oh,
riddles. So
I believe the other
enigmatic.
villain,
So,
I guess.
are they friend or foe?
What are Hugo and Vivian really after? Why would they approach the proxies? All these questions will be answered in the main story of version 1.6.
I'm so curious how the auction will turn out.
Didn't they
But
appear
right
in
now, let's take a look at other updates for
in
version
the
1.6.
event in
First is
1.5?
Hollow Zero. The crisis
Correct me if
brought
I'm
by
wrong.
Geppetto is yet to be resolved when chaos erupts in the Lost Void again.
Hollow
Brave
Zero
new
Dancing
discoveries,
on Strings.
Dancing on Strings series of investigations begin to open up. After the update, proxies can choose between the bosses Sacrifice and Geppetto when challenging the final battle of Battlefront Purge.
As one of the most terrifying symbiotic ethereals, Geppetto's attacks are agile and unpredictable. The beast that once controlled other ethereals has become a puppet, dancing
Oh
on the strings
boy.
of the hollow. Agents can focus their
I
fire
don't think I've
and
encountered
impair
this
Geppetto
boss
by
before.
destroying its hands or tail. Once impaired, Geppetto will enter the puppet state.
When the battle reaches its climax, the battlefield will also reach its shadowy epilogue. Geppetto will lay a curtain of phantoms and rain attacks down on his enemies. If any agent missteps and enters the curtain of phantoms, they'll enter the suspended state where they're slowed and they cannot use their skills.
Okay,
However,
duly
Geppetto
noted.
also has weaknesses. Though it's the puppeteer of the Lost Void and can summon other ethereals to assist it, if you defeat them within the time limit, Geppetto will fall, crashing to the ground.
What a difficult opponent!
And this is where
Indeed,
Miyabi comes
the
in.
even more challenging difficulty 6 of Battlefront Purge is also coming in the new version, alongside all new modifiers for proxies to try. There, Proxies will also face an even stronger Geppetto in the final battle.
Oh my
Of
good
course,
lord in
new
heaven.
investigation strategies will also be available in the new
Buddy,
update
I'm just
to
an
help Proxies
free-to-play
succeed.
player, okay?
Furthermore,
For
the
Zenless
Hollow
Zone
Zero
Zero. Please give
investigation
me a
team
break.
has added new exclusive gear for Evelyn, Asriel,
And I have to
Jane,
heavily
and Paul.
rely
Some
on
of this gear can
Miyabi to
even
get the
alter
job
agent
done, as
skills,
a matter of
such as
fact.
Asriel's new ranged attack and Corin's chainsaw charge attack.
In the new version, a new gameplay mode will also be added for Hollow Zero Shadow Operation. Multiple stages will be available there, each with their own special effects. For example, chaotic maps, maximum health limits, increased combat power with more gear coins, etc. I hear there's even a stage where a mysterious and powerful enemy has issued a challenge. These unique stages should bring Proxies an interesting experience.
There's also the event Hollow Zero's Shattered Edge, where Proxies can head to Perpetrator Battle and try out all new stages for Evelyn, Asriel, Jane, and
Oh,
Work
this
together
time.
with more of your companions to shatter those ominous blades and earn limited time rewards.
Cool.
Apart from what was just mentioned, many new areas, new events, and a map refresh function.
On a serious
even
note,
some urgent
I need to
events are all
know
waiting for Proxies
who
to
are the
discover.
best match characters that
Next,
pairs well
let's
with
talk about
Soldier
Soldier
11.
Zero Ambi and Trigger's
Oh, sorry.
upcoming stories in version 1.6.
The best
Their stories
characters
will be
that
available
pairs
via
well
the
with
themed
Soldier
event
Zero
TV
Enemy
schedule. Please
before I
note,
decided
during
to
Trigger's
pull her.
limited time TV schedule event,
Because
there
I
will be a
decided
new
to
shooting
pull
range gameplay
Evelyn
mode.
on a
In the
win.
shooting range,
And I
Trigger
figured
is as
then I
ever
realized
a
that
reliable sniper,
in order
able
to have
switch between scoping and non-scoping
Evelyn
modes. In
the
non-scoping
best
mode, Proxies can switch
partners,
between single shot and rapid fire.
or should I say
In scoping
the best
mode,
teammate
Trigger's ability to
for
sense
Evelyn
meter fluctuations will take a more visible
Lighter
form,
and
shots will
Astra.
consume more bullets.
And I was like,
At
oh,
the same
crap.
time, bullets will pierce, becoming far more deadly.
That's
Huh.
right. Different monster targets will appear in the range, and the more you hit, the higher you score. There will also be special targets, such as hostage targets that will lose you points when hit, blast crawlers that explode, and more. Don't forget to reload when shooting. It's not going to be easy to get a high score in this training made for an ace sniper.
Apart from
Cool.
the different stages, each stage will intermittently
We get-
enter a
we get to
focus
play,
fire period where
freaking
a whole bunch of golden bamboo
shooting
targets
in
will
the-
pop up. Bullets become
Zenless.
unlimited, and you won't need to reload. Have fun taking out the trash.
In New Eridu, there's plenty of things that need our proxies to help out with. Tully, a bamboo working at the HIA, has come out of VR testing with what seems to be an altered mental state, yelling about defeating bad guys and saving the world.
I know about that. It's a data malfunction that's plunged that bamboo into a waking dream. Only when their wish inside the dream has been fulfilled can they return to reality.
Well, proxies will definitely be able to help with anything bamboo related. Participate in the March on Tiny Titan version event and enter Tully's dream to fulfill his wish for battle. Combat in this dream will be top down, and Tully will no longer simply be an assistant to agents, but the main fighting force, raining fire down on enemies as a drone.
By completing battles in the dream, you can unlock more dream equipment
You
for
know what
Tully,
this-
providing it with more
this
powerful
reminds me of?
firearms. Different equipment will offer different
The
kinds
one
of
Devil May
firepower and
Cry,
battle effects.
or should I say, the
After each round
rebooted
of
Devil May
battle,
Cry
Proxies can selectively
boss fight,
modify and upgrade
where we
equipment
fight
at the
against
modification
the-
workshop to power up
the-
Tully even
the an-
further.
the
As
anchor.
you fight more battles, your battle level
Or should I say
will
the news
increase,
announcer?
unlocking more stage
Yeah,
buffs.
the
By
camera
completing the
angle
specified stage
really
during the
really
event,
reminds me of that
proxies
one
can
boss
claim
fight.
the all-new A-rank agent,
And yes, I know
Okra, as well as
most
the
of you
hamster
all
cage hat and
despise
other
the
limited time
rebooted Devil
rewards
May Cry to the
like
Kingdom
Polychromes.
Come.
In the new version,
Understandable.
an uninvited visitor will arrive at
But
the
you
video
will not
store.
deny
That's
the
right.
fact that
A
the
little
gameplay
bamboo
is
called Quixie
good
appears
in the
outside
rebooted
the
Devil
video
May
store,
Cry.
wanting to
You
smash
cannot
his
deny
windows
that
after
fact.
reading way
You can
too
talk
many
shit
web
about the
novels
story,
and
you
believes
can
he's a
talk shit
wandering
about
knight
the
of
character
justice.
designs,
And Proxies, having
but you
stopped it
cannot
from his
deny the
heroic
fact
smashing, is
that
an
the
innocent
gameplay
farmer
is
bewitched
good.
by
You
evil
cannot
magic.
deny that
It
fact.
claims it wanted to smash the glass to save Proxies from the evil magic castle.
I've already thought of a good title. Encounter with the
Little
delusional
Knights,
bamboo.
big
A
charge.
futile and doomed battle.
It's not entirely doomed. To protect your windows, proxies can participate in the event Little Knight's Big Charge and help this little knight complete 10 great trials, allowing him to marry the beautiful princess.
During the event, Quixie will take on a new trial every day. And as its squire, proxies must lend a hand when needed. Whether it's giving our knight encouragement, or photographing its heroics, or even helping defeat enemies blocking the way. Upon completing trials, proxies can obtain a new collectible and other rewards like polychromes.
Actually, I'm also a legendary spy reincarnated, once living a life of espionage and danger.
How about you touch some grass first? Plus, reincarnation novels are so last decade.
In the new version, an old friend will also come seeking help from proxies. Corin.
Yep, that's right.
Oh my god.
Claimed to have seen a ghost in the newest HIA VR event.
And as I remember, did the other bank,
However,
or
she's a bit
did
too
the
scared to
other
confront herself.
guest
So
release
she's
it
here to ask
reincarnation
proxies to
novels are a
During
little
the
too
event, head to
outdated?
the HIA Club and participate
What
in
the
Virtual
hell?
World Battlestorm to experience themed battles each day. There are 2 difficulties to choose from. Theme stages will have special
I mean, to
combat
be fair,
buffs,
back
so choose
in
the right
the
agents to best take advantage
late
of them.
2010s,
In
early
addition,
2020s,
this event
we've been
will
getting
also have
way
special
too many
offensive
like
stages. In these stages, you have
isekai
to use
anime,
specific agents
to the extent that the
challenge
judges for
different
the
bosses. It'll be
the
more
best
challenging.
light novel or
But
best
don't worry,
manga and whatnot,
HIA
right,
will provide
got
powerful
sick
tactics
and
to help
tired
you
of
succeed.
isekai
After
genre.
completing stages, proxies can obtain a tuning calibrator, polychromes, and other rewards. But
Fortunately,
I'm still really
as of
worried
lately,
about
we've
that
been
VR
getting
ghost.
less
Stop scaring yourself.
isekai
No matter
genre
what happens,
as of lately,
Corin will be there to protect proxies.
That's true.
which is, to me,
Apart from Corin,
I find it
another
kind of
familiar
cool.
face also needs help from proxies. In version 1.6,
I'm seeing
proxies
varieties
will
as of
encounter Miss Polkra
this
running errands on
very
6th
season,
Street.
as a matter
Though
of fact.
officially, she's now part of the Sons of Caledon, she has to do well during her probation to truly be accepted.
Probation? Even mercenaries have to go through that?
So,
Ooh.
as the kindest soul on 6th Street, what do you say about lending her a hand, proxies? Participate in the Delivery Cat Wolves
Delivery
event
Cat
and help
Wolves.
Polkra complete the errands for the Sons of Caledon. You get polychromes and other rewards from it.
I wonder what Polkra, with her profits first attitude, will gain from being a part of the Sons of Caledon family. Let's stay tuned.
Now, back to combat. In version 1.6, there will be a new update to routine
Oh
cleanup, where
man,
proxies will be able to
new
obtain the
drive
new
disc.
sticks, Shadow Harmony, and Faithen's Malady.
Proxies can also head to Expert Challenge to fight the new enemy, Lumberjack.
Lumberjack.
Careful of his massive saw. That thing's no joke.
In addition, Shiyu Defense, Critical Node, and Deadly Assault will continue to rotate updates in version 1.6. Don't forget to take them on, proxies.
Our familiar Double Drops events are
Thanks,
also
but no
back in
thanks.
1.6,
Because
with
I only have
increased
one-
drops for both combat
one
simulation
team that
and
they
routine
can
cleanup,
literally
going
whoop
it
these
from that
asses, and
unique
that's
proxy.
Miyabi.
That's the event all
As
wrapped
for the
up.
other
Let's check out our
characters-
version optimizations.
First,
Not really.
an update to Expert Challenge. After
Right.
the update, Expert Challenge will, in accordance with the materials required by the S-Rank agent of the current exclusive channel, periodically activate a burnout mode for the corresponding stage. Under this mode, spend double battery charge to gain double drops.
This mode should help
Nice.
proxies increase efficiency when farming for agent materials.
Now, let's check optimizations related to upgrading
Might have to check back
agents. Version
Julian's
1.6 will welcome updates
Ayo.
to the W engine and drive disk interfaces. Now, when you press Enhance, you can see the model for the W engine or drive disk on the left. Even when fully upgraded, you can still use Enhance to check the model.
In addition, in the new version, when agents, W engines, or Bangbu reach each milestone of 10 levels, the upgrade interface will no longer automatically close.
Oh,
Proxies can continue
nice.
promoting, modifying, or optimizing. It'll only close when
Nice.
the upgrade target has reached the maximum level for the current Internet reputation.
Nice.
That's right. Speaking of upgrades, there are upgrades to the special training plan system too. In the new version, once proxies have set a training goal for their agents and completed the corresponding upgrade material stage, the results page will display the percentage of progress made toward the required number of materials. This should help proxies check their progress on their goals.
Also,
Cool.
there will be optimizations made to quick access of upgrade interfaces after completing stages. When you hit the return to upgrading button, it will no longer take you to the special training plan interface, but to the upgrade interface, smoothing out the kinks in the process. Outside the game, we've also prepared stories for Ambi and Pulchra. They'll be here soon, so stay tuned, Proxies.
As for Trigger,
Character demo
we'll hear more of
for
her stories in the
Envy,
future.
intermission
So
preview
keep
for
an eye on
Pokira,
our
and character
official
teaser
channels.
Well,
for
it's getting late.
Envy.
I need to go make
Right,
preparations for the
duly
auction.
noted.
Okay, where's your invite then?
What? They didn't invite New Eridu's best intel broker? How dare! I swear I will get an invite. Anyway, thank you for watching the Zenless Zone Zero version 1.6 special program, Proxies. On March 12th, the newest version among the
Oh, on
forgotten
March
moons
12th.
will arrive. Remember to check it out.
Meow. Bye-bye.
That's in about 2 weeks' time. And that wraps up the special program for Zenless Zone Zero version 1.6. If you guys enjoyed my reaction to this special program so far, I do appreciate a thumbs up on this video. And leave a comment down below what are your thoughts on the special program, the new characters that feature, which are Envy and Trigger. Personally, I kind of want to pull for Soldier Zero Envy, but at the same time, right, as I mentioned earlier, I have to check out what are the best characters that pairs well with Envy before I decided to pull her, because I do not want to make the same mistake as I did with when I pulled for Evelyn. But then again, I really wanted to pull for Evelyn at the same freaking time because I really wanted a fire element DPS. So we'll just see how the situation is when it comes to Envy. Also, I will be checking out all of the story quests in Zenless Zone Zero version 1.6 for sure, where I believe where the epilogue is basically we might be getting more backstory on Lycan, and we might be getting more info on new character, which are Hugo and I believe the other main character, the other character is who goes by the name Vivian. I'm not really sure, but we'll just see. I'm really curious. What are them? Are they the next villains for this? For Zenless Zone Zero? The only way to figure out is I'll check out the main story in version 1.6, and also I will also be checking out Envy's story quest at the very least, and I will at least check out Envy's story quest because that story quest will definitely answer quite a number of questions on what are the relationship between Soldier 11 and Envy. So that story quest definitely needs to be checked out, that's for sure. As for Trigger, I might check it out. We'll see how it is. And that's pretty much my thought process on the special program so far. And also, speaking on a side note, if you guys want to check out other reaction videos or playthrough videos from me, please do feel free to hit the subscribe button down below. And with that, my name is AJ, hope you all have a good one, and I will see you all in the next video.